booth po ng GMA News. Narito po tayo ngayon sa loob ng session hall ng Senado kung saan na narito si Senador Alan Peter Cayetano, ang kapatid na si Senadora Pia Cayetano, Senador Robin Padilla, gayon din po ang Senador Marcoleta at Amy Marcos. Nakita po natin dito yung 18 Marines at gayon din si Attorney Levito Baligod. Sinabi po, tinakda po ng grupo nila Senador Cayetano itong Blue Ribbon na hearing kaugnay nga po sa flood control project. Pero ang sinasabi naman ng bagong Blue Ribbon sa pangunguna ni Senador Erwin Tulfo ay kansilado na raw po ito sapagkat kailangan daw po nila ng panahon at sa Lunes daw sila magpapatawag nitong pagdinig. Kailangan pa raw nilang salain kung sino pa yung mga ipatatawag dito at kung sino pa talaga yung nararapat na sumalang. Sa ngayon ay nakikita natin nag-uusap itong si Cayetano at yung ating sekretary na si Secretary Montales. At sa ngayon ay nagpakuha din ng gavel para nga makapagsimula na itong pagdinig dahil kanina ay nakapagsalita na rin sa mikropono si Senadora Pia Cayetano na talagang sisimulan nila itong pagdinig dito. At sa ngayon itong mga sundalo, yung mga ex-marines ay narito, karamihan sa kanila ay nagsuot ng itim na damit. So ito na po at pakinggan na natin ang plenaryo. Narito na po si Senadora Pia Cayetano na sinisimulan po ang hearing ng Blue
You can take the chairs over there, over here. Okay. The Blue Ribbon Committee hearing is now called to order. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Let me start by thanking every single person here. I'd like to thank the staff and our media friends for allowing this event to take place. The reason why I have to thank all of you is because dun sa first floor, may mga nagsasabing hindi papapasukin ng resource persons natin. So kailangan ko po silang sunduin. Nung sinundo ko naman, ang ating staff doon, napakaayos naman, humihingi naman ng mga pangalan, mag-register daw sila as guests. Sabi ko, there are guests. So walang problema, pinapasok po sila. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Our media friends, you're always welcome to cover. Pasensya na parang nagkaroon ng konting gulo, but definitely we do not in any way intend for any of you not to be able to cover our events here in the Senate anytime. On that note, nagulat lang ako kasi maayos naman. Sabi ko dun sa ating resource person, halika na, sinusundo ko kayo, let's go in. Nagulat na lang ako na nakita ko dun si Secretary John Vic Remulla, tinaharang ako. I never thought the day would come that somebody would prevent me from entering the Senate. This is my office. Again, thank you. Di ko rin nakalain na yung Senate staff, yung media, dahil nasama na kayo doon, kayo pang nakatulong na makarating ako dito sa hearing na to. This is the Senate. This is the halls of democracy. We will hold our hearing and we will continue. So hindi na ho ako magpapaligoy-ligoy. Good morning again po sa inyong lahat. Before I begin, I'd like to address a very important thing. Yesterday, a session was purportedly held by 12 senators, 12 po, in which committee assignments were declared vacant and chairmanship of this very committee, this committee on the Blue Ribbon, was allegedly replaced. I stand before you today to state clearly and unequivocally that session was invalid. Wala po silang 13. Kahit grade 1, marunong magbilang. Kailangan ng 13. So wala ho silang authority gawin yung mga ginawa nila. The 1987 Philippine Constitution states, Article 6, Section 2, the Senate shall be composed of 24 senators. May narinig ho kayong 22? Wala, 24. Article 6, Section 16.2, a majority of each house shall constitute a quorum to do business. Rule 2, Section 2 of the Senate rule states, the officers of the Senate shall be elected by the majority vote of all its members. Majority vote is 13. When 12 senators convene and purportedly held session, how can that be valid? Nung tumayo po si Senator Gatchalian at sinabi niyang, ang dami hong posisyon, di ko na humaalala lahat. Acting, Presiding Officer, Senate, President, Pro Temp, acting Senate President. Paano ho nangyari yon? Buhay pa po si Senator Legarda. Kailangan po 13. Sabi nga the officers of the Senate shall be elected by the majority vote of all its members. Buhay pa po si Senator Legarda, hindi pa ho siya pinapalitan. Kaya hindi ho pwedeng magkaroon ng another Senate President pro tem. I also say this for the sake of our staff na litong-lito na sa ginagawa ng mga kasamahan natin. Yan po ang reason kung bakit tuloy ho tayo, because I would happily give up this position. Alam niyo po yun, hindi ko pinapangarap na maging chairman dito. I'm just doing my job. So I just needed to lay that on the basis para hindi na issue yon kung bakit ako nag-hearing, kung bakit tayo may hearing today. I have a longer speech, but because of the events that have transpired, I want to give the floor to the Senate President, and then I will turn this over to the subcommittee chairman, Senator Marcoleta. I have already issued a letter to him. Later on, babasahin ko. Nasa karapatan ko din po yon as chairman of the committee. Kine-question din nyo nung sinabi ni Senate President na magkakaroon ng subcommittee. Napakaliwanag din sa rules namin. The chairman can create any subcommittee anytime. It can be verbal, it can be written, it can be text. Lahat na ng versions na yon ginawa ko. So valid po itong pag-create din natin ng subcommittee. In any case, nandito din po ako. Pero may hearing din po akong isa tungkol sa taxation. Baka mamaya kailangan ko din sunduin sa baba yung mga mag-hearing ng mga kasama kong resource person for taxation. Anyway, I will give the floor to the Senate President. Thank you.
Katotohanan, basis ng ating paniniwala sa Diyos, basis ng ating paniniwala sa isa't isa sa lipunan na to, basis ng ating 1987 Constitution ay katotohanan. Let's start out and make it this very clear. This is not against the administration. This is not for the administration. This is not for any political party. I ran in 2022 as an independent. I became Senate President with 13 people with different political belief. This is about the truth. So let me read this into the record. Revised Penal Code as amended by Commonwealth Act number 264, restored by EO number 187. Acts tending to prevent the meeting of the assembly and similar bodies. The penalty of prison correctional or a fine ranging from 200 to 2,000 pesos or both shall be imposed upon any person who by force or fraud prevents the meeting of the National Assembly, Congress of the Philippines, or any of its committees or subcommittees, constitutional commissions or committees or divisions, or any political board or city or municipal council or board. Article 144, as amended by Commonwealth Act 264 as restored by EO 187, disturbance of proceedings. The penalty of arresto mayor or a fine of 200 to 1,000 pesos shall be imposed upon any person who disturbs the meeting of the National Assembly or any of its subcommittees, committees or subcommittees, constitutional commissions or committees or division thereof, or any provincial board or city, municipal council or board, or prevent or in the presence of any such body should behave in such a manner as to interrupt its proceeding or to impair the respect due to it. I shouldn't have to read this. We do not want to put the Senate staff in the middle. But I invite the Blue Ribbon Committee staff, I invite the staff of the Senate, while thanking the Office of the Sergeant at Arms, thanking the ladies and gentlemen who opened the doors to us today, who assisted Senator Pia to make sure that our resource persons are here today. As a point of order, Chair, Rule 3, the President, his duties and powers. Section 3, letter E, to have general control over the session hall, the antechambers, corridors, offices of the Senate. Nandyan din yung power to dismiss any employee for cause, which dismissal in the case of permanent classified employees shall be in conformity with the civil service laws. I agree, let's not put the burden on the employees, but now it's a matter of conscience. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, you know the law. You work for the Senate, you work for lawmakers, you work for the Republic of the Philippines. Alam nyo kung anong tama at mali. Dun sa hindi nakakasiguro, let me read you the rule. Section 1, the Senate shall elect in the manner provided, hereafter provided, a president, a President pro tempore, a Secretary, and Sergeant at Arms, these officers shall take their oath of office before entering the discharge of their office, their duties. Section 2, the officers of the Senate shall be elected by a majority vote of all its members. All its members, 13 po ang kailangan. Should there be more than one candidate, etc. So, the legitimate Senate President pro tempore is Loren Legarda. Our Senate Secretary is Jose Luis Montales. Sabi po sa Section 4C, pwedeng magkaroon ng acting if in the event of resignation, hindi po ako nag-resign. In the event of removal, tinanong ko sa mga kapatid natin sa media kahapon, did they remove us yesterday? You need a vote of 13 to remove us. Am I dead? Dead. I don't think I'm dead. Absolute incapacity of the President. Siguro naman po, I'm in control of my faculties, physical and mental, emotional and spiritual. Ano po ang sabi ng Section 10? Ipalagay na po natin, yung sinabi ni Senator Pia ay mali. Ipalagay na natin na yung katahimikan ng lahat ng mga dean ng mga law school ngayon, na sunod-sunod ang kanilang manifesto, pero kahapon tahimik silang lahat dahil alam nilang mali at hindi magturo sa kanilang mga estudyante. Sabihin nyo na po, sabihin nyo na tama yung kahapon. Ano sabi ng Section 10? The term of office of the President pro tempore, the Secretary and Sergeant at Arms, shall begin upon their election and shall end when their successors shall have been elected. Nahalal na po ba yung kapalit ko? Yung nag-press con po kanina, nahalal ba siya bilang Senate President? Hindi po. Siya mismo nagsabi, naghihintay pa sila ng 13. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue to function. Hindi po kami magpag-away, hindi po kami kapit-tuko, walang violence sa aming mga buto. Pero ipaglalaban namin ang Pilipino, ang Constitution at ang katotohanan. So may I invite all senators to join us in this hearing and succeeding hearings. The credibility of the gentlemen in front of us will be tested. So dun sa nagsasabing hindi totoo ang kanilang sinasabi, pumunta na po kayo dito ngayon. Hihintayin namin kayo para pagkatapos nila magsalita, ma-testing natin, masubukan natin, ma-cross-examine natin. Then the Filipino people will know who is telling the truth. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Let me just acknowledge the presence of Senator Dante Marcoleta, who is our subcommittee chair. I will acknowledge him. I am acknowledging him, but I'll turn over the floor in a minute. Senator Andy Marcos and Senator Robin Padilla. So, everyone, I have here my letter. This is signed. I signed this on officially on June 2, but I informed him a week before that that as Blue Ribbon Chairman, as the chairman of the Blue Ribbon Committee, I am designating Senator Marcoleta as the chairperson of the subcommittee authorized to conduct a motu proprio inquiry in aid of legislation on the Philippine underwater privilege page of Senator Lacson, flooded gates of corruption, flooded gates of hell, etc., etc. Ito po lahat yan sa sulat. And I will just read to you Section 20 of the Senate Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation, which provides Section 20, subcommittees, delegation of authority. The chairman of a committee may create subcommittees as may be deemed necessary for the purpose of performing any and all acts which the committee as a whole is authorized to do and perform. So, klaro po yun. Sayang lang kasi ang time at ang energy ng lahat ng tao na yung mga kasamahan mismo natin sa Senate ay nagbibigay po ng reason for people to doubt that this subcommittee is authorized to be formed. It is. So it's very clear in our rules. Hindi na to dinedebate kung gusto lang naman ng mga tao na maliwanag. So on that note, I will move to the side so Chairman Dante can take over. And then I will also be in a taxation hearing later, but I will be able to stay for a while. Thank you.